get through anything, okay? And at that moment, I knew my life would change forever. Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because we've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, stars Tina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
Here's the edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had it at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedies. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good.
Yeah. Stars Tina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
Vacation mode, right? So being that it is Monday, a couple of days before Christmas, a couple of days before the end of the year, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling super excited about where we are. I am Stars Tina, your life and health coach, that person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And I specialize in transformation, major transformations for people that have gone through some type of trauma or tragedy. And I like to call that a traumedy. A traumedy is when these two energies come together. Everyone gets it, but we don't like it, right? And I'm able to show you the beauty, the light at the end of that tunnel, because we all want to get to the end of the tunnel, right? It's not a really cool thing. So as I mentioned, I'm an expert at this because of what I've gone through and how I've been able to push through it. And another reason is because how I've been able to support other people to get through their traumedies and live their biggest dreams. Now, when it comes to coaching, there's all types of coaching, right? I like to start everything, no matter what type of coaching I do, with fitness, your foundation, your mental health and wellness, right? And then transform that to everything else. So if you're looking to become a speaker, if you're looking to start a business, I can definitely take you there. So what I need to do right now is, where are you from? Here they go. I'm screaming for my glasses, guys, because I want to say hello to everyone. Type in the chat, where are you hailing from? I am in Tampa, Florida. All right. And I'm a Jersey girl. I'm always going to be a Jersey girl. And I heard it's snowing in Jersey. I saw some beautiful snow out there. So right now, if you're on Facebook, if on YouTube, type in the chat, where are you? Let me know what's the weather like where you are. I would love to know. Okay. Actually, if it's not sunny, not say I don't care, but I just love the sun. Now, today I'm going to be talking about plans, but not having plans, right? Because I am that person who always needs a plan. I feel so stuck. Am I the only person? Put some stars in the chat if you need a plan in your life, like you feel paralyzed if you don't have a plan. I was talking to someone yesterday and they were just like, well, Tina, you don't always need a plan. And I'm like, yes, I do. What happens if you don't have a plan? Well, various things can happen. Good things, bad things. I think if you start with great intentions, things are going to be amazing. All right, I'm going to get my good mornings in because I didn't say good morning to some peeps. I see Chima. I see Gail, Mary Lynn. Good morning. Mary Lynn took a picture with Santa Claus. I love it. Mary Lynn, tell me about your picture with Santa Claus, girlfriend.
Well, I went Christmas caroling the other night. Got a little group together with some friends. We went downtown, and afterwards, everybody was, headed out to their cars. I decided I was sneaking the line for Santa.
I love it.
Only 2 kids.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I took a picture for Santa.
So tell me, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh my God, there's too many. My old-fashioned favorite one is Miracle on 34th Street, because it's just, hey, that is a good marketing tool. I'm going to have to talk about that in marketing today. And Miracle on 34th Street, Macy's sends people over to Gimbals, and it increases Macy's popularity. Good one. And then my newest one is Spirited with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. If you haven't seen it yet, it's amazing. It's a funny take on Scrooge.
I love it.
Spirited.
I love it. I thought I was the only one. Yesterday after church, they had the Grinch in there, and I was so excited. And I got to take a picture with the Grinch. It was so fun. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it. It's pretty funny because he did act like the Grinch. I love it. And my favorite Christmas movie is, I guess, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It's like from childhood, right? Those childhood memories. Anyone else want to share one of their Christmas movies? If so, on mic, let me hear you. And I see here on Instagram, Blessed Spade, you took too long, sorry. This person wrote, plans are good, but I think we should be flexible in how they are executed. I agree. And I only agree because of yesterday, right? Something that happened to me yesterday. Today's title, okay? Vision boards and divine flow, why plans need God's touch. And the reason why I decided to talk about this was, as I mentioned, I need plans, but yesterday something happened, right? This is week 2.5 where I've been not feeling too well, right? And I was like, okay, after church, I'm just going to go home and lay down and, that whole thing. And then I got outside and I was like, it was a little nippy, all right? Don't scream, Jersey peeps. It was like 51, 60 degrees, something like that. And I'm like, it's a little.
Man, you can wear shorts in that weather. I'm sorry. I'm not even from up north. I had to do it one time. Start seeing that one time.
I love it. You're right. But I'm used to the super cold. And I was like, you know what? I want some hot chocolate. And my friend's like, have you ever had Killigan's hot chocolate? And I was like, no, I'm just used to going to Dunkin' Donuts, getting some hot chocolate or something like that. So we went downtown to this amazing place. And I don't know the name of the place. But now by the time we got the hot chocolate, it turned out to be 70 degrees. But I'm like, it's okay. Sitting down, sun on my face. A band started playing, sitting by the water, something I absolutely love. And I didn't plan it. That's why I want to talk about the power of not having plans. But before we get into the power of not having plans, but having plans, I got to get, hi, Soul Salcita. I love you. Saturday. Yesterday was Saturday. Tina, no, yesterday was Sunday. Saturday, I had the best virtual event ever. And let me tell you why. It wasn't the most attended. It wasn't the most advertised because I was trying to do Facebook ads, but I couldn't get that together. But the feeling, right? My speakers, the event was Elevate Your Business. Angeline Moore and myself, we put them together. We've been doing this for over a year now. And it was a virtual event. And I think because I had the speakers I really, really wanted, right? And someone's on mic, please mic them up. And I would love to.
I just want to say something, Stars Tina.
Go for it.
My second actually attended your workshop is Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Yes, love. She attended your workshop on Saturday.
Who did? Who?
Birthday. She absolutely said you rocked it, girl. You rocked it. You rocked it. You rocked it.
Oh, who said this?
Blown away. So I want you to know that.
Oh, thank you, Sunshine. Who said this? I didn't hear the first part of your saying. You said
she's my second. Like for my organization, she's my second. I have my organization out of Canada. So her name is Debbie. I'll just leave it at that.
Yay, thank you, Debbie.
And so she was so blown away by your workshop because she took the day after her birthday to go and attend this. So I had a conversation with her yesterday, and she did nothing but absolutely sing your praises, guys. You know, absolutely. So I want you to know that you rocked it, girl.
Thank you, Carolyn. And in life, we need those things, right? Because we don't know.
You need to hear those things.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll get off mic and let you get back.
That's okay, Carolyn. Thank you so very much. By the way, if you missed Saturday's event, Renee is going to put the link in the chat if you want to get the entire event along with the ebook, along with all the gifts and goodies. You got to click the link in the chat to get that. It's just $49 for the replays, and it's worth so much more. But Karen, let me tell you, on the other side of the camera, I'm coughing and hacking and not feeling good at all, and nothing's going as planned, but it worked out amazing. And I felt so fulfilled at the end of the event. Can I tell you, almost every event that I've done in my life, even the one I did in September, which had over 200 people, that was a back to school expo I had for children. It was an in-person event. It was amazing, but I still had this, like, I don't know, empty feeling. And I think because I just kind of let things flow and it just felt amazing. So I know I've got Carla and Renee. They wanted to share something. You guys want to come on camera? If so, hop on. Unmic if anyone was there on Saturday and wanted to share their thoughts and feelings. Unmic, say your name.
Good morning. Great. This is Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Great presentation, ma'am. All speakers were wonderful. Great information as well.
Tanya,
graphics, wonderful.
Graphics, yes, the graphics were done by Gary A. Films. Let me tell you guys, if you need AV work done, you definitely want to hit them up. Share with me if you can choose one speaker that touched your heart the most, one speaker and what they said. I'd love to hear. Go.
Pastor Jeff was really good, as well as Ray Ramon. Both excellent speakers. Definitely wonderful. The one that talked about the manifestation, she was wonderful as well.
Oh, you were definitely on. Okay. Thank you. Renee, I see you. Unmic and go ahead, Renee.
Good morning. I mean, are you asking me to choose a favorite? That's like asking somebody to choose their favorite child. I mean, we had Antonia, Angeline, you, Dr. PJ, Dr. Delatoro, Toya, but I have to say my favorite will always be Ramon. I love Ramon. And the thing that struck out with me with Ramon was, and it goes to show you how what you do now can impact your future, because he recollected what an impact the small gesture you made by helping him, what, it was 3 or 4 years ago in New York, and how that has stuck with him. He said he would never, ever forget that. And that always sticks out with me because, again, the power of what you do today impacts your future.
Exactly. And a lot of people say to me, said, well, Tina, you didn't charge enough for the event. Your speakers were phenomenal. Dr. Delatoro, that was one of my favorites because I've been following him all year long. And I think, as they would say, I manifested it, I visualized it. And I was like, I want him to speak. And he said, because I was persistent, because I kept reaching out, because I kept following up, he replied and said, yes. Anyone else? Unmic, share your thoughts.
Me.
Go for it.
My favorite one is Because You Can. Marcus Black. He talked about stop making excuses. And oh my goodness, he just came through. And he talked about choose what side you're on. One day or day one.
Yes.
I just love it. And also you came through, Stars Tina.
We love Carla. I love that right there. Now, Carla, so you just made me. So see, guys, we had 8 speakers at the event this weekend. It was 3 hours long. And at the end of the event, I was like, you know what? I need to have less speakers and give them more time because it felt like we were missing so much. But hearing Carla say what she said made me realize, well, you know what, Tina? Maybe you should give them less time and more speakers because, they have nuggets. Each speaker has gems. They have things that drop fire. So I think I'm going to keep continuing doing my events the way I do because of that. people are going to tap into Dr. Delatorre. People are going to tap into Pastor Jeff because they get a little bit of them. I don't know, just my thoughts. I see we got another person in the building. Stacy, come on up to the stage, Stacy. Unmic on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse, let us know what you thought about the event. Stacy, I am so excited to have her here. Before she speaks, guys, let me tell you, how do you show up? Okay, mute yourself real quick, Stacy. How do you show up? Because I met Stacy here on this app, and Stacy, I've never met her, but I've seen her virtually, right? I can feel her energy, and I can guarantee you guys, if you notice I said if, because you can't really do absolutes, but I'm doing an absolute right here. I can guarantee you, if Stacy continues to doing what she's doing next year this time, you are not going to recognize her. She reminds me so much of myself when I first got on this app. And Stacy, I want to know how long you've been on Clubhouse when you actually speak. Since I come on 5 o'clock in the morning. This girl is here at 4, and she puts in the work. She's investing in herself. And I just want her to share really quick. She joined our Breakfast with Champions speaking group, by the way. Put the phone number, the text message in the chat, Renee. If you want to speak on stages, if you want to join our group, text Toastmasters to this group, because we are building a Toastmasters group for Breakfast with Champions. This is something that Mary Lynn and Pastor Jeff had the idea of, but Stacy jumped into that. And I feel that when you have a vision in your mind, you have to take the physical actions. I'm going to hush. Stacy, talk to me. Tell me what you thought about the event, girlfriend.
Great morning, amazing stars, Tina. That event was literally life-changing. Like, no exaggeration. When I tell you, first of all, the biggest part for me was I got fully called on the carpet for my foolishness. I got checked strong. And so, sorry, my puppy's trying to get in.
Let the puppy come in.
And so that was what made it so powerful for me, is the call to action. All of the speakers were amazing. All of them had something that was a direct message for me. But Dr. Delatorre, because of where I'm going in my speaking, and then being able to ask him a question and him give me straight up the path of, this is what it takes, these are how these things work together, that was what I needed. I've been on the app since March of last year. And it's interesting because I really didn't know about Clubhouse, and a friend of mine had invited me, and I went into the space that she invited me. But literally, I would say about 2 months ago, the Lord was teaching me I have a responsibility to get to where I need to be connected to the people that I need to be connected to learn and to give back. So that's what your event did for me. It really locked me in end of year. Play no games with the rest of 2024. Play no games with your strategic plan in 2025. And I will do these things that you were talking about, because I'm not out here just existing anymore. I have to be intentional with time because I'm grateful for it. So now my actions have to line up with what I say. So thank you, Stars Tina, for being amazing and for the opportunity to be at your event.
I love it. Stay with me for a hot second, Stacy, because she's mentioning, it was a vision board event. If you're just tapping in, this is Breakfast with Champions. I am Stars Tina, and we're talking about an event I did this weekend, Elevate Your Business, Visionary Transformation. And Stacy, I want you to stay here because you're talking about the end of the year right now. Right? We have X amount of days left, and being intentional is so important. And for the past 2 weeks, let me tell you, years ago, I used to take one day to do my vision board. Now I take almost a whole month. And yesterday I even have different posts. Here's one poster here. I have 3 others on the board already. I have one poster just for events. Right? Because I realized I do a lot of events. I did a huge event, and I'm going to play the video for you guys. You can hear it if you want to. If not, I did an event this past summer in New Jersey. I always do events. Don't get me wrong, right? But this particular event wasn't planned. It was all a part of a book. Again, something else I didn't plan. This right here, if you're looking, God gave me the ability to just have, I guess, faith. right? Faith in himself. And I wrote a children's book. This right here is the teacher's edition because I had to have something for the teachers because I can't do it all myself. Traumedy No More for Kids is the second book I wrote, which was birthed from my first book. By the way, I'm working on an anthology, looking for a few authors to do it with me. Tap in with me if you want to. But with this book, I realized you got to do more. You got to do more. I just kept being stretched. So I decided to do a kids back to school health and wellness expo. We had over 20 vendors, over 20 activities for the children to pour into, to teach them how to overcome stress, anxiety, depression. Again, something I didn't plan. And we got sponsors. We got people to tap in because they had the faith in me and what I was able to do, right? So my point of this whole thing is, it's the end of 2024. Get it out of your body, whether it's on poster, whether you do it on your phone. And I, I'm going to post some stuff today on my Instagram, but last year I did a video collage of what I wanted for this year. And all I did was went into my phone. I have an iPhone, all iPhone users, woo-woo. I made a folder with all the pictures that I wanted. I put the food, the types of foods I wanted to eat, how I wanted my body to look, how I wanted my relationship to look, where I wanted to travel. I put all these pictures. It was probably like 20, 30 pictures in my phone. And then I clicked, if you click the folder of the pictures, it'll say slideshow. And it did this beautiful slideshow. The slideshow is moving. It has music. And I'm like, ooh, that's beautiful. That's one way how you can do it. But you have to see these things all the time. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. This year, January, December, last year was probably one of the most challenging. I'm not going to say hardest years because 2016 was always my hardest year, but the most challenging year for me because Tina has plans all the time, right? And last year, November, I was in a relationship with this guy and it was going pretty well. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But I realized it just wasn't where I wanted it to go. And I had to make a decision. Was I going to leave this man? And I was like, eek. I didn't want to. I wanted to. I did not. I even tried to sneak out, guys. Like while he was at work, I'm like, I'm just going to go. Because I knew if he was there, I couldn't leave, right? But he caught me, guys. He had like alarms in the house. So when I went in the garage to get my stuff, he comes home from work. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because, I loved him, but I was scared. But I did it anyway. And let's just say, I said, let's just give ourselves 3 months, whatever. And I was devastated. Can I tell you the things that pulled me up? This family here, Breakfast with Champions. Christina had an event, and I have to be around people, right? Christina had an event. I did a mind, body, and soul transformation class, which consisted of breath work, movement, yoga, meditation. It was beautiful, right? Ramon, Marcus Black, and Dr. Jeannie all sat. I think was Adam there. I can't remember, but they sat at the table and Adam Smith, yeah, he was definitely there. And can I just say, they poured into me, right? Like sometimes your cup is empty, and I was empty, guys. I was low, and it was great to they shared, right? They shared their low moments. Tina, and I always say it's the FFF. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but what I found was that's what they did. And for me to see that in them, like Ramon Ray sharing his low moment, I'm like, what? You? Right? So they're pouring into me, and I'm just like taking it, and I'm drinking it, and I'm drinking it, and I'm drinking like, hey! So it was challenging, but I said, you know what, Tina? I had my plan, but I'm like, I'm letting go. I'm letting go, God. Okay, I'm letting go. And the things that transformed, right? Steve Harvey has a video called 300 List, something like that. It's hard, guys. It's hard to write a 300 list. And someone kept screaming at me. They were like, Tina, you need the journal. You need the journal. I was like, Forced me to buy a journal. I bought a journal. And then I started my 300 list in the back. And this was probably January I started. It took a while, right? And I realized as I was going through my 300 list, guys, can you believe one of the things on this 300 list was move to Florida? What is that about? That is where I am right now, right? So my point is, it's great to have plans, but then to not have plans. Stacey, chime in. What are your thoughts, comments on what I just said, girlfriend?
Listen, you are killing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can so relate. Because that was one of the things that the Lord had checked me in my spirit. Because I was the type of girl that had plan your work your plans, and people would celebrate that in me. And I loved eating it up. I didn't even know that about myself at that time. But I had a plan, and God had to check me. No, your plan, you need to bring your plan to me. I direct you. And he kept giving me, here's the thing, Stars Tina, after my second brain surgery, while my brain was still bleeding, he kept bringing Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 to me. 5 says, lean not into your own understanding. 6 says to acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I kept saying, Lord, I'm acknowledging you. I'm asking you to direct my path. And he was teaching me all of the ways that I was leaning into my own understanding. That's where the planning is. I wasn't getting the vision of the plan and then going back to him to ask how to execute it. I kept trying to figure it out myself. I kept planning. I kept doing and couldn't figure out why things weren't working out. It was because I was in the way. I was the problem.
I love it.
And so this is so powerful. I am going to go find that Steve Harvey and do the, because what
Renee's going to put it in the chat. She's so amazing. She's going to put the video in the chat for us right now. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Because these are the things that I need. I need things to not sit in my head and think about doing, but to be partnered with people who I can be accountable to. That's why I loved how Coach Kelly has the accountability group. I need to be able to be accountable and do what I say I'm going to do. Be integrity with my words. So thank you.
Yes, stay with me. So I do have 3 points. I'm going to ramble through these 3 points, but before I get into those 3 points, I just want to say, if you are looking for a coach, whether it's group coaching, whether it's one-on-one coaching, again, I go back to that guarantee word. I can guarantee I can get you where you need to be if you do what I say. And I always start with the foundation, which is your health and wellness, right? How you're eating, how you're looking, how you're feeling, how you're sleeping, whether it's with starting a business. I said starting a business, whether it's starting your speaking career, whether it's losing excess fat, whether it's your mental state, right? I am that coach for you. So just tap in so you can get a free one-on-one. I'm sorry, it's not free. It's a little charge to it, but a one-on-one consultation discovery call with me, because in this discovery call, I will be able to open your eyes to what you're able to do in life. So let's hop into these 3 points really quick. Tip number 1, and if you're just chiming in, I am Stars Tina. We are talking about vision boards and divine flow, why plans need God's touch. The first thing I want to talk about today is the power of vision, okay? Creating a plan or a vision board is essential in setting an intention and aligning your goals with your purpose. As we said, God has given us a purpose. You want to flow with that. I mean, you don't have to, but it's nice. Second thing I want to share today, flexibility in faith. How to stay open to God's guidance when life doesn't go as planned, and why this openness often leads to unexpected blessings. Let me tell you, the people I've met here in Tampa, oh, baby, the churches, right? Churches, you know what I say with the ES. I remember when I first left New Jersey back in COVID, and that was the hardest thing of my life. I'm a Jersey girl. I was like, I'm never leaving Jersey. And when I remember I'm going to find it on my Instagram too. I did a vlog for like a month. The month before I left New Jersey, I just did little videos, little snippets. And then at the very last one, I was like, I don't know where God is leading me. It might be to I was moving to Texas. It might be to California. It might be here. Since 2020, I've been to a few different places, but every place I went, God dropped little bits of the excellence that I have, right? From Texas to North Carolina, now in Tampa, going to Georgia, going to Bermuda. By the way, we have a retreat coming up in May. It's all so much we have going on, guys. All right, we got like 3 minutes left. Here we go. So that's the flexibility in faith. You have to have the flexibility, the trust, and the faith in God so that you can do what you're meant to do. Flow over force. The beauty of letting go of control, trusting God's timing, and embracing the journey instead of getting stuck in the rigid plans because we're like, no, I gotta do this. I gotta. If it's too hard, ooh, baby, please. And a bottle of hair grease, I'm out of there, right? It's gotta flow like the ocean, like the clouds, right? Those are my 3 tips. Let me just round them up. Tip number 1, and again, we are talking about vision boards. It's great to have visions. Yes, yes. Vision boards and divine flow. Why plans need God's touch. The 3 tips we talked about today: power of vision, flexibility and faith, flow over force. If you missed this weekend's event, the Vision Board Elevate Your Business, link is in my chat. Get the VIP so you can hear all the speakers, the ebook, right? Sometimes maybe you don't have 3 hours to listen to. Was it 3 hours? 3.5? I don't know. You don't have the time to listen to it. Renee is curating a beautiful ebook of information. So you definitely want to tap in. Stacey, you look like you want to jump in. Go, girl.
Listen, I'm like, I need you, Coach Stars Tina, and your team in my life, because like you said, when you got the little bits and pieces, that's what I need. I just need some guidance. I'll do the work. I just need the structure. So thank you for being amazing, and thank you for going on your journey.
Yes, Stacey, make sure you tap in for a one-on-one call, because it's what she said, guys, right? You're not just getting me. When you get Tina as a coach, you get my team, right? And my team is hot, baby. We coming in hot, right? Honest, open, and transparent. We're going to tell you like it is, right? I remember the beautiful girl, Carla. She came and we did a little something over, and we gave her a makeover, right? Sometimes you need a makeover on the outside to help you on the inside. That is today's episode. I am Stars Tina. As I said, tap in to get that one-on-one discovery call so I can unlock your greatness, so I can show you what you can possibly do, because you don't know unless you see it, right? If you want to tap in to our group coaching, we have that as well. But lastly, I'm here Monday mornings at 5 a.m. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. If you don't do anything, know anything to you, I don't care. So excited to be here today. Prayers and blessings to everyone. With that being said, I'm throwing it over, throwing the mic up, please, and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. See ya, see ya, see ya.